All right, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Forward Thinking Founders, where we talk to founders about their companies, their visions for the future, and how the two collide. Today, I'm very excited to be talking to Mariam Hakobyan, who's the co-founder of Softr. Welcome to the show. How's it going?
Hey, Matt. Thanks a lot for the invite. Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. I'm excited to, learn more about what you're working on with Softr. For people that haven't heard of it, what are you working on? What is Softr?
Yes, of course. So Softr is the easiest no-code platform to build web apps and client portals on top of Airtable in 10 minutes.
Well, that's huge. And I am also a no-code person myself, so this is very exciting. Can you, for people that haven't heard, what is, just for a base knowledge, what's Airtable? What is, on a basic level?
Yeah. So Airtable acts as a database. It makes it really easy to create and share relational databases without having to learn SQL and scripting. So it's basically the same database, but in a more user intuitive and friendly way. So lots of people use it for different purposes within companies and for their personal projects.
And then for you, you allow people to build on top of that. Can you kind of walk me through what someone can build with Software, or maybe the user experience walk through the user experience a little bit of how it works?
Exactly. So Softr basically offers a platform where you can build a front end and also a business logic using Airtable as a database. So with Softr right now, you can build things like member-only communities, online paid courses, marketplaces, etc. Also client portals and internal tools for companies within internal, internal in different departments. And also the way it works is basically drag and drop interface. So lots of things are pre-built for the user. The magic is really there is lots of things like listings, user accounts, payments. It's just one click of a button. You just drag and drop the entire building block. And then within 10 minutes, you have your application up and running. So 70% of all the application building is done on by Software. And then we really want to take care of that part so the users can focus on the product and the content.
And walk me through a little bit about like, why'd you decide to start this? What's interesting about Airtable or no code for you? What's the origin story?
Yeah, so it didn't start really from Airtable. It just started from the frustration we had as software engineers. So we have been building software products for ages and also leading technical teams. Well, first of all, there is a huge repetition. Every company just keeps reinventing the wheel over and over. And also we know there is huge developer shortage right across the world, as we have been hiring engineers ourselves. And as a fact, 99.7% of the world's population can't code, but we know how fast technology evolves. So there is so many open areas and different companies that still cannot use technology to move fast and to move forward at all in the digital economy. So we thought, why not have a platform where all of these repetitive components are offered as building blocks or given pre-built, and then on top of that, individuals or companies can just build what's unique to their business.
Yeah, no, I think that's incredible. I'm curious, what are some things that people have built, or what do you what do you almost have a wish list of things that you want people to build on your platform, or what have been cool things that people have built already?
Yes, it really ranges so broadly. So there are people building just websites, marketing websites. Some other have built member-only communities and they are monetizing or online courses and they are monetizing their skills. We see lots of creators and startups starting their businesses on Software. On the other hand, we have also lots of companies who are already established. They just currently use Airtable for their operations. And now they're looking for ways to have a web application, more kind of modern application in order to interact with their clients, or their employees could just use the application instead of manually typing and entering stuff either in Airtable or Google Sheets, right? So, right, those are different, really interesting types of applications, and probably the most exciting ones are sometimes we see applications which are really designed and created in a way that sometimes we're unsure if it has been created on Software, because people are really creative. They use our building blocks in a way that we couldn't even imagine it can be used, and they really get really nice up and running applications. And maybe one note on some of the customers. So some customers have already started monetizing the applications that they have built on Software. And then there is another use case, I can't share the name yet, but there is another use case where they have actually raised VC money based on the application that they're running. Currently, they have traction built on Software.
That's awesome. You're creating so much value with the platform, which is great. I'm curious for you, if you were to look out though, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, what do you see as the future for Softr? What's the big vision here and what direction are you rowing in?
Yeah, so the biggest really goal and the mission for us is to democratize software building, in meaning that enable as many people as possible without really technical background, without knowing how to code, to be able to build applications themselves, whether for personal reasons or for their own companies. And the way we see in 5 to 10 years, we do believe no code is definitely here to stay. And as we have seen like 5, 10 years ago, people have put Excel in their skills as their skill set, right, in their CVs. We believe that no-code tools are going to be kind of de facto basis in their CVs. So they're going to list no-code tools as a skill. And we definitely want Softr to be one of those, because we aim to be for Softr to be the easiest that it really can become kind of a go-to tool for anyone to build applications.
In order to make that vision happen, you'll need some help, right? It takes a village to make a startup work. So my question for you is, how can the forward-thinking founders community help you? Are you hiring, raising capital, looking for customers, partnerships? How can we assist?
Yes, almost all of that. But we have just raised our seed round. So now we are very, very focused on hiring the first early key employees. So definitely looking to hire growth people, marketing, product and UX design, content, etc. There are lots of roles. Also happy to, people can check out on our website, softr.io/jobs. And then the other probably key thing as well, if there are companies using Airtable currently, and they have lots of processes that are not automated within their companies, or just within their entire platform is based on Airtable, and they just kind of manually are doing lots of things. Just check it out, check Softr out, and it might just help you to automate a lot of that.
And then if someone wants to check it out, where can they find you online? What's your website? Do you have social media? Do you have your email address? How can they find you?
Yeah, so it's softr.io as the website, and they can also find us on Twitter, and also on LinkedIn and Twitter myself. Twitter, Mariam_Hakobyan is the Twitter handle.
Cool. Gotta love Twitter. Well, I appreciate you coming on the show, and then, best of luck building on Softr.
Thanks a lot, Matt. Thanks for the invite.